The vast wealth of Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's family is far more extraordinary than most can comprehend. From Prince Salman serving as Saudi Arabia's unofficial ruler and owning the luxurious Serene Mega yacht to the House of Saud possessing the opulent Al Yamama Palace in Riyadh, their fortune firmly establishes them as one of the most affluent and influential dynasties in contemporary history. But before diving into the magnitude of their riches, let's explore how they amassed such immense wealth. By 2024, the family's fortune is valued at an astounding $1.4 trillion. The tale of the Saudi royal family's rise to fortune resembles a grandiose version of a classic rags-to-riches story, less starting from scratch and more starting from the sands. In the arid deserts of the Arabian Peninsula, the future royal family led a modest existence, likely preoccupied with the logistics of camel herding. Then fate intervened in the form of a liquid treasure, oil. But not just any oil. This was the kind of black gold that transforms fortunes overnight. In 1938, American geologists working for what was then the Standard Oil Company of California, known today as Chevron, made a monumental discovery of oil in Saudi Arabia's eastern province. This pivotal moment marked the dawn of a new era for the kingdom. With the successful production of oil by the first commercial well, known as Dammam No. 7, Saudi Arabia's vast potential as a global oil powerhouse became indisputable. The Saudi authorities quickly recognized the importance of this discovery and moved to leverage their newly uncovered resources. To manage and oversee the kingdom's oil reserves, they created a state-run petroleum enterprise known as Saudi Aramco. Officially named the Saudi Arabian Oil Company, Saudi Aramco rapidly expanded to become the largest oil corporation on the planet. The company experienced swift growth, asserting dominance over the global oil industry. Profits from oil exports provided a consistent and enormous revenue stream for the Saudi royal family. These oil earnings became the principal source of their wealth, enabling the family to amass extraordinary fortunes. These vast riches were then channeled into funding numerous government projects and initiatives. Now, let's step into the luxurious world of the Crown Prince, where wealth is not merely accumulated but displayed with grandeur. Mohammed bin Salman, often referred to as MBS, stands as a prominent global figure both in power and wealth. With an estimated fortune ranging between $18 billion and $25 billion by 2024, MBS leads a lifestyle so extravagant, it's as if he's starring in his own Bond movie, playing both the villain and the hero. He splurged $300 million on Chateau Louis XIV, a French castle that can only be described as Versailles with an extra splash of extravagance. When he's not busy embodying the role of a modern monarch, his car collection rivals that of a luxury auto exhibit. Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Bugattis are just the beginning. His garage also houses a fleet of BMWs and Land Cruisers for more low-key outings. But why limit himself to the land when he can dominate the seas? Owning not one, but 2 yachts, MBS boasts a $689 million floating masterpiece equipped with 7 opulent decks, 2 helipads, and even a saltwater pool, because, naturally, one needs a saltwater pool while sailing the ocean. In an impressive display of hospitality and business savvy, he once rented out this aquatic palace to Bill Gates for a week, reportedly charging him a cool $9 million. Can you imagine the size of that security deposit? All these lavish displays of wealth underscore MBS's immense power, both in Saudi Arabia and on the world stage, as his actions continue to influence the trajectory of the kingdom. On a related note, the next notable figure enriching the family legacy is Prince Sultan. According to Forbes, Prince Sultan boasts an impressive net worth of $3.8 billion. Yet he remains widely admired for his modesty and commitment to serving the public. His list of accomplishments is nothing short of extraordinary, quite literally. His ventures extend far beyond space travel, showcasing his grounded leadership as the chairman of the Saudi Space Commission. A passionate advocate for innovation and education, he constantly champions cutting-edge technology and intellectual advancements in Saudi Arabia. Of course, one of his most remarkable feats is being the first royal, Arab, and Muslim to journey into space, a milestone that cemented his place in history. For Prince Sultan, the sky was never a limitation, but a starting point. His trailblazing mission earned him widespread acclaim and set him apart as the youngest individual, at the age of 28, to board a space shuttle. His achievement struck a chord globally, igniting inspiration among aspiring explorers and visionaries. Notably, his contributions to space exploration did not conclude with his groundbreaking journey. In December 2018, he took on the role of chairman for the Saudi Space Commission. Under Prince Sultan's direction, the organization has achieved remarkable progress by enhancing global partnerships and advancing state-of-the-art space technologies. Guided by Prince Sultan's vision, the Saudi Space Commission has launched several bold initiatives. These encompass satellite deployments, space exploration projects, and educational programs designed to inspire and train future leaders in space science and engineering. Through these efforts, Saudi Arabia has not only expanded its domestic space expertise, but also contributed meaningfully to the international space sector. While Prince Sultan's legacy lies in technology's impact on family wealth, the next royal, Prince Faisal, is renowned for his ventures into real estate. With a personal fortune estimated at $400 million, Faisal's array of properties reflects both immense wealth and a luxurious lifestyle. His real estate holdings are like a global tour of billionaire landmarks. Take, for example, the Zabil Palace in Dubai, valued at a staggering $500 million. It's more than a residence. It's a royal proclamation, as though saying, why settle for a backyard when you can have your own private sanctuary? Next, consider his opulent $55 million penthouse in Vancouver, situated within the prestigious Fairmont Pacific Rim Hotel. This luxurious retreat serves as a serene escape for the Crown Prince during his visits to North America. After all, with a portfolio of palaces and penthouses spanning the globe, who wouldn't appreciate a snug $55 million getaway? And there's also the iconic Jamiro Zabiel Saray Hotel on Palm Jumeirah, valued at an astonishing $12 billion. This masterpiece is less a hotel and more a watch me redefine luxury statement. Faisal's penchant for the extraordinary ensures that anything less than jaw-dropping simply won't make the cut. But his indulgence doesn't end with property. The prince is also renowned for his remarkable collection of exotic wildlife. Picture tigers, lions, elephants, and even peacocks among his prized companions. He also owns the planet's most expensive camel, a unique acquisition that cost an unbelievable $2.7 million. When it comes to automobiles, Prince Faisal's collection is truly iconic. Among his prized possessions are a gold-plated Rolls-Royce Phantom valued at $8.2 million and a gold Lamborghini Aventador worth $7.5 million. Beyond his premium cars, the prince owns super yachts and a private jet, ensuring he travels the globe enveloped in comfort and opulence. What's intriguing, however, is that despite his immense fortune and high social standing, Faisal appears to spend minimal time in an office setting. His opulent lifestyle is mirrored by the next royal personality on the list, making both of them captivating figures in the realm of royalty. Now, Prince Khaled. As a young royal, Khaled was celebrated for his passion for high-speed cars and a lavish way of living. His approach to sports cars, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Bugattis, was akin to how most people treat their collection of sneakers, with one suited for every occasion. His infatuation with speed and luxury was so profound that any car unable to accelerate from 0 to 60 faster than it took him to pick his breakfast wasn't even worth considering. Yet, while Khaled was busy thrilling himself with his flashy rides, he quietly began nurturing an interest in fitness and healthy living. Picture this. One moment, he's racing through the city in a Bugatti, and the next, he's pulling off a flawless karate kick, diving among sharks, or galloping on horseback as if straight out of an action film. Khaled's interests went beyond just roaring engines. He was all about swift kicks, speedy dives, and, yes, the occasional rapid gallop. This dedication to staying active would ultimately become a key part of his journey toward embracing veganism and advocating for sustainability. During his youth, Khaled shared a particularly strong bond with his father, Prince Al-Walid. The elder prince not only served as a guide, but also deeply inspired Khaled. His father's charitable initiatives, which ranged from supporting education and healthcare to providing aid during disasters, left a profound impact on him. Khaled saw up close how wealth and power could create meaningful change when utilized for a noble cause, a lesson that would later shape his own views on charity and social responsibility. Although Khaled enjoyed the privileges associated with his royal lineage, he was not exempt from the burdens and expectations tied to such a role. He was deeply conscious of the intense public scrutiny that came with his position and the constant pressure to preserve his family's legacy. This awareness eventually inspired him to forge his own unique path, one that harmonized the traditions of his upbringing with his aspirations for an innovative and sustainable future. The family's wealth and influence also extend to Prince Abdulaziz, known affectionately as Azuzi, whose riches seem to exist on an entirely different level. Azuzi is not only recognized for his opulent lifestyle, but also for leaving people intrigued as to whether he's hosting an extravagant party or orchestrating a grand parade. His infrequent trips to the West are akin to rare sightings of an exotic bird, one that arrives with an entourage of 100 people, a procession of luxury vehicles, and enough sparkle to dazzle an entire town. Azuzi's jet-setting lifestyle and magnetic mystique consistently make him a headline-worthy figure, often seen with champagne in one hand and an air of mystery in the other. Back in 2016, Prince Abdulaziz's fortune was estimated at nearly $10 billion. He wields tremendous business power, sharing ownership and control of 50% of the Middle East Broadcasting Corporation, MBC, alongside his maternal uncle, Walid bin Ibrahim Al Ibrahim. In addition to his primary residence in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Prince Abdulaziz also owns a home in Switzerland and several palatial estates in Jeddah. He is also a part owner of the Heron Tower in London and, in 2013, was said to have put a mansion on Kensington Palace Gardens on the market for $145 million. Prince Abdulaziz unapologetically indulges in a lifestyle of grandeur. His yearly trips to New York, often marked by extravagant parties where he spends millions and socializes with elite friends and models, highlight his love for opulence. He truly embodies a lavish way of living. The next royal figure's influence reaches into the most luxurious boardrooms and exclusive social circles. Nicknamed the Quiet Money Man, Turki bin Salman, or Turki bin Salman Al Saud, is a Saudi businessman and prince with a prominent role in managing the royal family's wealth and business affairs. Known for his behind-the-scenes financial prowess, his estimated fortune is thought to stretch into the multi-millions, potentially more, given his key position within the family and his business ventures. Prince Turki chairs the Tharawat Holding Company, a vital player in Saudi Arabia's private sector development, particularly under the framework of the Saudi Vision 2030 initiative. Through this company, he has overseen expansion into diverse industries such as real estate, construction, agriculture, and technology, cementing his reputation as a significant business leader in the kingdom. His way of life, much like that of many members of the Saudi royal family, is defined by unparalleled opulence. He likely has access to an array of indulgent luxuries, ranging from lavish homes and private aircraft to a fleet of high-end cars. Turki bin Salman is wed to Nuf bin Fahd bin Khalid Al Saud, and together they are parents to 6 children. His familial connections, coupled with his sharp business instincts, make him an influential member of the House of Saud, playing a significant role in shaping the kingdom's future leadership. His sway isn't limited to business ventures. He's also a central figure in managing the royal family's immense private fortune, which includes a vast portfolio of international investments and properties. Meanwhile, the next royal we're looking at is a political figure who pairs his bloodline with a love of extraordinary extravagance, setting a standard even the wealthiest can hardly fathom. Enter Khalid bin Salman. Prince Khalid bin Salman Al Saud, a prominent figure in Saudi politics and a connoisseur of luxury, has mastered the art of merging business pursuits with a distinctly royal touch. While most college students scrounge for loose change for laundry, Prince Khalid was selecting his $12 million starter home in Virginia, playfully known as Le Chateau de Lumière. But this isn't your typical mansion. It boasts its own cinema-grade theater, a sauna for melting away exam-related stress, and an extravagant pool surrounded by Corinthian columns and flaming torches. Oh, and by the way, this palace was crowned Home of the Year in 2007. When you're Prince Khalid, even your residence exudes victory. Alongside owning significant real estate, Khalid bin Salman frequently rents a luxurious 767 jet at an hourly rate of $30,000. This jet, managed by a Swiss company, boasts 63 seats, a private office, and a master bedroom, showcasing his penchant for sophistication and comfort during travel. Prince Khalid has held several pivotal positions in diplomacy and defense, including Saudi ambassador to the United States and Minister of Defense. His strong relationship with his brother, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, amplifies his influence both within Saudi Arabia and on the world stage. The Minister of Finance stands as another key figure in the royal lineage, his wealth shining as brightly as the ever-expanding empire of the Al Saud family. Prince Abdulaziz, a highly influential member of Saudi Arabia's ruling family, Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman Al Saud is particularly notable within the kingdom's energy industry. His life of opulence mirrors the extraordinary wealth of the Al Saud dynasty. As the Minister of Energy, he oversees the management of Saudi Arabia's vast oil resources, which constitute a cornerstone of the royal families and the nation's fortune. While Prince Abdulaziz's exact net worth remains undisclosed, it is undoubtedly tied to the greater wealth of the Al Saud family, estimated at an astonishing $1.4 trillion. This immense fortune is derived from the country's substantial oil revenues and extensive investments managed through the Public Investment Fund, PF, one of the most prominent sovereign wealth funds worldwide. Prince Abdulaziz leads a life befitting the extravagance typically associated with Saudi royalty. He resides in grand, opulent mansions, travels aboard private jets, and possesses an impressive collection of luxurious, often gold-accented vehicles, a hallmark of status among Saudi elites. His day-to-day life also reflects his involvement in prominent initiatives and investments aligned with Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 strategy, designed to reduce the nation's reliance on oil and diversify its economy. Beyond his professional and financial pursuits, Prince Abdulaziz dedicates time to philanthropy, actively contributing to charitable organizations and educational institutions, affirming his prominent role in both Saudi Arabia's economic and societal progress. When discussing royalty, palatial estates are always part of the narrative. For this royal family, Al Yamama Palace in Riyadh stands as their epicenter of power and prestige, serving as the official residence and workplace of the Saudi king. The palace is the nucleus for both royal duties and the kingdom's major governmental decisions. Of course, not all palace matters are political, like choosing the perfect dessert for a lavish state dinner. Speaking of dinners, the feasts hosted at Al Yamama are nothing short of legendary, with cuisine fit for royalty and extravagant decorations that could rival the annual budget of a small nation. It wouldn't be surprising if the palace kitchens employed gold-adorned skillets for flipping pancakes, given the grandeur on full display during such performances and events. Imagine, for a moment, that you're not a globally celebrated artist. You're probably just there to indulge in the limitless buffet. The grand banquet hall of Al Yama Palace bursts to life with melodies and laughter as visitors from across the globe gather to commemorate key moments in Saudi Arabia's history. Within the palace grounds, there's a dedicated private mosque where members of the royal family can perform their daily prayers and find peace in their spirituality. This mosque radiates tranquility, featuring glossy marble floors, intricate tile patterns, and an impressive chandelier that dominates the ceiling. The walls are inscribed with Quranic verses in stunningly ornate calligraphy, fostering a serene and reverent environment. Outside, the palace's gardens serve as another remarkable feature, offering a lush sanctuary away from the dynamic rhythm of life within the palace. These gardens are impeccably groomed, brimming with rare plants and vibrant blooms, creating an idyllic space for quiet contemplation. Al Yama Palace carries immense cultural and historical importance, symbolizing Saudi Arabia's progression from a desert land to a global economic and political force. This palace not only embodies the country's prosperity, influence, and deep-rooted traditions, but also continues to play a pivotal role in the nation's political and diplomatic activities. Meanwhile, the next estate is a modern architectural gem owned by the royal family, Chateau Louis XIV. Nestled in the quiet town of Louvciennes, not far from Versailles, lies an opulent masterpiece purchased by Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for a staggering $300 million, a sum that's mere pocket change for him. While Chateau Louis XIV may boast the appearance of a classic 17th-century French castle, beneath its timeless exterior lies state-of-the-art technology, because even royalty requires reliable Wi-Fi. In reality, this elegant estate served as little more than a stepping stone, a prelude to something even more extravagant. The vision for this site was first recognized by Ahmad Khashoggi, the nephew of the late billionaire arms dealer Adnan Khashoggi. Back in 2009, Ahmad made the audacious choice to raise the existing 19th-century chateau on the property, not simply to clear space, but to herald a new chapter of opulence and ambition. The construction of the modern Chateau Louis XIV was a colossal endeavor, demanding extraordinary precision and detailed planning. Khashoggi aimed to recreate the grandeur of a chateau seemingly built in the era of Louis XIV, the Sun King himself, famed for presiding over France in unmatched magnificence. Drawing heavily from Baroque influences, the architectural blueprint showcased intricate ornamentation, dramatic proportions, and an awe-inspiring sense of motion. Every element of the design was painstakingly crafted to embody the spirit of 17th-century French artistry. The exterior boasts detailed stone carvings, impressive facades, and sprawling gardens reminiscent of Versailles' iconic design philosophy. Within the chateau, lavish frescoes, gilded doors and accents, and two opulent ballrooms set the stage for hosting the most extravagant events imaginable. Despite its classic inspiration, the chateau is far from outdated. Khashoggi's vision incorporated state-of-the-art technology to ensure that the luxurious atmosphere also embraced modern convenience. For a large family like this, cultivating various streams of revenue is essential, and it was during such forward-thinking moments that the Saudi Space Agency was conceived. Officially, the Saudi Space Commission was founded in December 2018 by royal decree, with the Crown Prince playing a central role in its establishment as part of his ambitious Vision 2030 roadmap. Vision 2030 is Saudi Arabia's comprehensive strategy for economic diversification, aiming to reduce reliance on oil and explore new sectors, with space exploration emerging as a key priority. On December 27, 2018, a royal decree formally announced the Saudi Space Commission, which later evolved into the Saudi Space Agency, SSA. This groundbreaking directive was far more than an administrative act. It symbolized Saudi Arabia's aspiration to join the ranks of leading spacefaring nations. Creating the Saudi Space Commission was a deliberate step towards transforming the country's economy and lessening its dependence on oil wealth. Saudi Arabia demonstrated a strong commitment to pioneering technologies and innovation, signaling its readiness to prioritize sectors poised to shape the country's future development. The designated commission took on the responsibility of crafting a robust space initiative, promoting scientific advancement, and cultivating global collaborations to position Saudi Arabia as a leader in space exploration. This strategic step was nothing short of transformative. For a country long associated with its sprawling deserts and rich historical heritage, creating a space agency sent a bold message about its forward-looking aspirations. It underscored Saudi Arabia's determination to embrace tomorrow and establish itself as a key player in the international space arena. The transition of the Saudi Space Commission into the Saudi Space Agency on June 14, 2023, exemplifies the nation's steadfast dedication to its space vision. This upgrade marked a pivotal moment, paving the way for greater investments, broader initiatives, and enhanced global partnerships. Shifting to another note of grandeur, one cannot overlook the luxurious mega-yacht symbolizing the family's wealth. Measuring an astonishing 134 meters, or 440 feet for those who prefer imperial units, this lavish vessel belongs to Saudi Prince Mohammed bin Salman, epitomizing a larger-than-life lifestyle. Constructed by the skilled artisans at Fincantieri, the magnificent Serene first launched in 2011 from the prestigious Muggiano shipyard, leaving behind a hefty $400 million price tag. Upon glimpsing this majestic mega-yacht, the first thing to seize your attention is its captivating exterior, radiating a blend of elegance and exploration. Its sleek blue steel hull, paired with a crisp white aluminum superstructure, sparkles brilliantly under the golden rays of sunlight, offering an eye-catching contrast. The exterior, masterfully crafted by the esteemed designer Espen Oino, is a true showcase of impeccable artistry and precision. Shimmering chrome details, reminiscent of dazzling gemstones, reflect light beautifully, infusing the vessel with a chic and luxurious charm that beckons you to step aboard. Boasting an impressive 6 decks, the yacht serves as a haven for both tranquil relaxation and vibrant entertainment. The uppermost deck, encased in tempered glass, provides sweeping views of the surrounding sea, immersing guests in a sense of peace and oneness with nature. Picture yourself savoring a chilled cocktail while taking in awe-inspiring sunsets, or gazing at constellations in the clear night sky, all from the comfort of this extraordinary perch. Gracefully situated on the aft deck, the yacht boasts an exquisite swimming pool that entices guests to enjoy a soothing swim. The crystal-clear waters of the pool, coupled with its transparent side, give a sensation of merging seamlessly with the boundless ocean. Surrounding the pool are sun loungers, perfectly arranged to invite relaxation under the warm rays of the sun and moments of utter serenity. As you proceed forward, you encounter not one, but two helicopter landing pads, epitomizing the yacht's opulence and practicality. These additions not only provide a quick and seamless way to board or disembark, but also inject an element of thrill into the experience. Picture yourself arriving in unparalleled style, the excitement building as the helicopter softly lands, ready to transport you to thrilling new horizons. The exterior of the serene vessel also houses a well-organized collection of water toys and recreational gear, thoughtfully stored for your enjoyment. A further pinnacle of luxury linked to their legacy is the Savoy Hotel. This legendary London landmark, renowned for its sophisticated elegance, has been under the ownership of the Saudi royal family since 2005. Prince Al Walid bin Talal, a distinguished billionaire and member of the royal family, acquired the property using Kingdom Holding Company, his investment firm, for an estimated £250 million. Prince Al Walid, renowned for his impressive collection of luxury hotels across the globe, added the iconic Savoy Hotel to his portfolio as part of a strategic focus on high-end hospitality investments. After its purchase, the Savoy underwent an extensive renovation starting in 2007, which was completed nearly 3 years later in 2010. This massive restoration project, which carried a price tag of approximately £220 million, was among the most ambitious in the United Kingdom at the time. The makeover carefully preserved the hotel's historic Art Deco and Edwardian design elements while modernizing its amenities to cater to contemporary luxury standards. Currently, the property is operated by Fairmont Hotels and Resorts, a brand in which Prince Al Walid also has a financial interest. Meanwhile, there's the breathtaking Jeddah Tower, a futuristic masterpiece expected to shatter records and claim the title of the world's tallest building once it's finalized. Previously referred to as the Kingdom Tower, this groundbreaking structure is the brainchild of Prince Al Walid bin Talal, whose affinity for record-breaking endeavors and visionary projects is well documented. With an estimated cost of $1.2 billion, the tower will stand as the centerpiece of Jeddah Economic City, a sprawling coastal development on the Red Sea, featuring architecture as dazzling as the luxurious yachts dotting its waters. Designed by architects Adrian Smith and Gordon Gill, the skyscraper embraces a neo-futuristic aesthetic, combining advanced technological innovation with sustainable design. Its sleek, aerodynamic form and pioneering materials set it apart, making other structures pale in comparison. In essence, the Jeddah Tower isn't just aspiring to new heights, it's redefining what it means to aim for the stars. One of the most remarkable features of Jeddah Tower is its design, which draws inspiration from the fresh growth of palm fronds. These iconic trees, widely found in Saudi Arabia, hold deep cultural and historical significance. The tower's sleek and gracefully asymmetrical structure mirrors the upward movement of palm fronds, reflecting themes of renewal and progress for the kingdom. This architectural concept goes beyond mere visual appeal, as it profoundly connects to Saudi Arabia's rich heritage, turning the tower into a contemporary tribute to its roots. The structure's geometry also stands out as an intriguing element. At its base, the tower begins with a singular tripod-like form that gradually diverges as it rises to the pinnacle. This distinctive configuration not only captivates the eye, but also serves a structural purpose. The tripod foundation ensures stability, while the diverging design towards the summit improves the tower's resistance to wind forces. Innovation lies at the heart of Jeddah Tower's creation, with cutting-edge materials and construction methods being employed to push the boundaries of skyscraper engineering. For example, the tower's exterior is crafted to reduce solar heat absorption while optimizing the influx of natural light, ensuring exceptional energy efficiency. Inside, Jeddah Tower boasts an interior that rivals the grandeur of its outward appearance. The structure will host a combination of residential areas, commercial spaces, offices, a Four Seasons hotel, and the highest observation deck ever built. The interior design promises opulent finishes and cutting-edge features, offering an unmatched level of comfort and luxury to its residents and visitors. Jeddah Tower carries profound cultural importance, embodying Saudi Arabia's aspirations for the future and symbolizing the nation's drive to emerge as a global hub for innovation and progress. Intrigue surrounds the family's choice to secure this final treasure, leaving onlookers to speculate about the irresistible charm that drew them to such a surprising acquisition. Salvator Mundi in late 2017, the art world witnessed a historic moment when Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi fetched an astonishing $450.3 million at auction, the highest ever paid for a painting. The buyer's identity remained hidden, fueling widespread conjecture. However, reports from U.S. intelligence ultimately unveiled the enigmatic purchaser as none other than Saudi Arabia's crown prince, Mohammed bin Salman, widely recognized by his initials, MBS. At just 32 years old, MBS was actively shaping his reputation as a progressive reformer within the traditionally conservative Saudi kingdom. He had unveiled an ambitious initiative called Vision 2030, aimed at transforming Saudi Arabia's economy and decreasing its heavy reliance on oil. However, revelations about MBS secretly purchasing the painting Salvator Mundi sent ripples through diplomatic circles and sparked intense criticism. The acquisition of this masterpiece raised doubts about his dedication to his reformist vision. Critics contended that buying such a lavish piece of art clashed with the austerity measures imposed on Saudi citizens and underscored the crown prince's taste for extravagance. Depicting Christ holding a crystal orb, the artwork seemed an unusual purchase for the leader of a nation steeped in conservative Islamic values. While MBS attempted to position himself as a proponent of modernization and openness, this clandestine purchase suggested a contrasting image. It portrayed a leader deeply immersed in the luxury and secrecy characteristic of the royal elite, despite his reformist posturing. Known for his opulent lifestyle, the Crown Prince has also gained a reputation for acquiring lavish assets, ranging from extravagant yachts and cars to high-end properties and art. With a family fortune exceeding $1 trillion, there's very little financial restraint when it comes to indulging in such luxuries. Today, we're embarking on a tour of the opulent Al Yamamah Palace, a multi-million-dollar residence. Situated in the heart of Saudi Arabia's capital, this grand estate serves as the official home of the royal family and frequently hosts the prince for his state duties. What better location for such a splendid estate than the country's largest and most influential city? Dignitaries and esteemed guests from across the globe are welcomed here, greeted with regal hospitality and surrounded by unparalleled luxury. The palace's commanding grandeur immediately conveys the extraordinary affluence of its owners. Highlighting Arabian aristocratic design, the central dome stands as an architectural focal point. High fortifying walls, along with intricate yet understated carvings adorning the rectangular structures, further enhance its majestic appearance. Elegant, tall windows with rounded tops provide a sense of refinement, giving an illusion of openness as though one might glimpse the happenings within, though the darkened panes maintain privacy. Meanwhile, the palace's interior is no less impressive. The floors are clad in luxurious Italian marble of the highest quality, leaving a lasting impression of sophistication and serving as a constant reminder that this is among the most extraordinary royal residences in the world. A quick glance upward showcases ceilings adorned with detailed carvings, crafted meticulously by master artisans. The walls, elegantly paneled, add a refined touch to these opulent rooms. Plush carpets, featuring elaborate patterns and expertly woven designs, cover select spaces, enhancing the lavish interior. Graceful chandeliers dangle from the ceilings, surrounded by elaborate ornamental engravings. Scattered throughout the palace are intricate antiques, gilded accents, and elaborate doorways that contribute to the regal ambience. This sprawling estate serves as the primary location for the king to oversee royal affairs, with Crown Prince Salman now assuming a growing number of key responsibilities within the court. The palace is so vast that it frequently hosts high-level summits and conferences. In December 2022, it was the venue for the China-Arab States Summit and the China Gulf Cooperation Council Summit. These events provided a rare glimpse into the normally private palace during welcome ceremonies and meetings. Dignitaries such as Chinese President Xi Jinping, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, and Georgian Prime Minister Irakli Garibashvili were warmly received and greeted with grandeur in the majestic royal halls. Before this occasion, Saudi Arabia's king had already extended a grand reception to Chinese President Xi Jinping during a two-day state visit. This visit featured a vibrant parade led by uniformed personnel and a lineup of the nation's finest horses and riders, each holding flags symbolizing the respective nations of the attending dignitaries. The Al Yamamah Palace, unquestionably an architectural marvel, boasts around 400 opulent en-suite rooms designed to cater to regal standards. While Riyadh, the capital where the primary royal palace is located, sometimes sees episodes of unrest and protests, the royal family benefits from other splendid retreats to ensure their safety and solace. One such residence is the Al Alja Palace, a less ostentatious yet dignified structure situated on Riyadh's outskirts. Compared to the main palace, it exudes a subdued elegance with a distinctive royal flair. The interior walls are adorned with classically framed photographs, chronicling Saudi history, which the king occasionally showcases to his guests through personalized tours. The intricate carvings adorning the walls reflect an extraordinary command of Arabian architectural artistry, meticulously brought to life by master artisans. The regal furnishings dominate the space, exuding opulence and perfectly complementing the mosaic-tiled floors. It carries an air of antiquity that feels remarkably fitting, creating an enchanting and harmonious aesthetic. Urga Palace, in the heart of Riyadh, amidst the vibrant energy of the Arab nation, stands yet another architectural masterpiece, the Urga Palace. Its soaring walls, polished floors, and ornate ceilings exude both majesty and warmth. Elegant silk carpets, so exquisite they seem almost untouchable, grace the floors, while touches of shimmering gold accentuate the grandeur of the rooms. Lavish upholstered designs and exquisite Italian marble define the aesthetics of this newly constructed palace. Further glimpses into the inner chambers of this magnificent structure were revealed when it became the host of then-President Barack Obama in 2015. The visit coincided with the passing of King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz, signaling the inception of a new reign. President Obama traveled to offer his condolences and was greeted with a ceremony of grandeur befitting the occasion. An opulent feast was laid out, featuring an array of exquisite dishes such as lobster, jewel-encrusted rice, and lamb. The level of detail was so meticulous that even the tissue dispensers were crafted in gold, perfectly complementing the golden tables and chairs, while the trash bins were a step down in silver. Meanwhile, numerous gatherings take place at the Urga Palace, attended by dignitaries for critical political events, traditional assemblies, regal receptions, and cultural celebrations. These grand meetings are accommodated by the expansive Majlis al-Shura halls, a feature closely associated with Arab nations. These halls are adorned with fully carpeted interiors and offer both low seating arrangements and elegant chairs to ensure guest comfort. The rooms boast towering ceilings embellished with intricate designs, illuminated by luxurious chandeliers that command attention at the center. Could there be a more fitting venue for conversations focused on national progress than these rooms steeped in splendor? Beyond these palatial settings, the illustrious Saudi prince has extended his pursuit of opulence beyond the borders of Arabia by acquiring properties that epitomize luxury. Among them is the Chateau Louis XIV in France, a grand estate built between 2008 and 2011 by the prominent development firm Kajamad, led by Imad Khashoggi. This project famously involved razing a 19th-century castle to pave the way for the modern masterpiece. Situated in Lovation, Les Yvelines, on an impressive 69 acres of land, this sprawling estate is a remarkable piece of craftsmanship. Designed to mirror the grandeur of ancient palaces from centuries past, this architectural marvel is truly unparalleled. In fact, prior to its construction, only one similar structure had been built in over 100 years. The project was an ambitious undertaking that ultimately resulted in resounding triumph, leaving behind a remarkable landmark celebrated within architectural communities. Over the course of 3 years, it took 200 skilled workers, 15,000 sheets of gold, and a dozen types of marble to bring this masterpiece into existence. Each day, more than 100 craftsmen toiled on-site to complete the project, a team that included carpenters, sculptors, coppersmiths, cabinet makers, painters, clockmakers, ironworkers, mosaic artists, gilders, landscapers, horticulturalists, fibrous plasterers, and roofers. Starting with its exterior, the estate is surrounded by an enchanting natural environment, preserved in its untamed beauty, yet meticulously crafted to exude a serene elegance. Its vibrant greenery seamlessly integrates with the manicured gardens and parks, hallmarks of traditional French estates. Flower beds bloom with vibrant colors, birds flit cheerfully about, and decorative plants thrive within embroidered garden boxes. The verdant trees are carefully pruned into striking pyramidal shapes, enhancing the captivating scenery. Nestled within this picturesque landscape are additional features such as a labyrinth, stable, and farmhouse, all of which add to the estate's splendor. The living spaces brim with elaborate artistry, showcasing elements such as marble finishes, silk-upholstered furnishings, intricate stone carvings, ornamental iron details, and custom-commissioned artworks. It embodies the pinnacle of French craftsmanship. In the drawing room, while the decor of the walls, floors, and furniture is impressive, it pales in comparison to the breathtaking sight that meets the eye when gazing at the ceiling. A trompe-l'oeil painting creates an illusionary effect, presenting a vivid vision of a flowering paradise seemingly suspended in the air. The design drew inspiration from Charles Lebrun's fresco masterpiece at the Château de Vaux-le-Vicomte, and its meticulous creation demanded months of dedicated effort by the finest local painters. Here, historic architecture seamlessly intertwines with modern technological conveniences. For the utmost comfort of its residents, the shutters are motorized, allowing for effortless adjustments with simple controls. Both inside and out, the premises are bathed in ambient lighting, eradicating any opportunities for shadows to linger. Additionally, powerful speakers with astonishing acoustics can fill the grand estate with music, enhancing the atmosphere throughout. Picture yourself strolling through an enchanting garden while the melody of your favorite song drifts softly through the air. The property boasts state-of-the-art features, including reversible air conditioning managed via advanced hydrometric controls. Many of these high-tech amenities are conveniently accessible through a smartphone, made possible by an innovative operating system. These opulent comforts are now part of the lifestyle enjoyed by Saudi Arabia's crown prince. After purchasing the Grand Chateau for an astounding $300 million back in 2015, this estate has claimed the title of the world's priciest home. At the time of the sale, the identity of the buyer was shrouded in mystery, sparking speculation until 2018, when the truth was finally uncovered by discreet sources, none other than Prince Mohammed bin Salman. It's no wonder this magnificent estate stands in a league of its own. From intricately sculpted, gold-adorned doors and outdoor sculptures to breathtaking fountains, the craftsmanship is unparalleled. The entrance itself is a masterpiece, made from opulent oak wood layered with gold and designed to replicate a renowned artwork from the Château de Versailles, featuring the sun god as a triumphant Roman emperor on horseback. A high-end wine cellar stocked with top-quality barrels and up to 3,000 bottles of wine. A squash court, 2 ballrooms, and 2 swimming pools are just a few of the luxurious features within the multi-level estate. One of these swimming pools is equipped with a ceiling-mounted spout that can simulate rainfall at the touch of a button. Hidden underground, a nightclub showcases another element of Prince Salman's extravagant lifestyle. art. The interior walls are adorned with numerous priceless masterpieces collectively valued in the millions. Among these treasures is the world's most expensive painting, a work by Leonardo da Vinci. The Crown Prince acquired this piece at auction for a staggering $450 million, an amount nearly 5 times its initial estimate. One of the estate's most extraordinary attractions is an underwater meditation room built into the moat surrounding the castle. This transparent chamber offers an unobstructed view of the various fish gliding through the water. Adding to its intrigue, the Chateau Louis XIV has even intersected with celebrity culture. Kim Kardashian was once photographed relaxing on a sofa in the underwater room while reportedly considering the property as a potential venue for her wedding to Gagnier West. The 7,000 square meter residence was designed as an homage to the Palace of Versailles, the iconic former home of France's royal family. Interestingly, it is situated not far from this historic site. Upon entering the estate, one is greeted by a commanding statue of Louis XIV, France's son king, carved from Carrara marble. The statue overlooks a sprawling 50-acre garden courtyard. From an aerial perspective, the shimmering gold centerpiece of the fountain reflects beautifully in its blue waters, while jets cascade upward in elegant bursts. Nestled towards the far end of the estate, the house itself is surrounded by dense woodland and vibrant greenery, offering a scene of remarkable symmetry and breathtaking precision, a rarity by any measure. Recently, however, the prince has faced growing scrutiny as he leads a stringent anti-corruption drive alongside the implementation of tight fiscal policies. Reports suggest that certain royal family members were cut off financially due to lavish expenses. Consequently, revelations about his opulent acquisitions, including this estate, luxury yachts, and valuable artworks, have prompted criticism, with some questioning whether his actions contradict his advocacy. Does this, in any manner, undermine the validity of Salman's stance on the misuse of royal finances? Numerous individuals argue that his acquisitions befit a future monarch and will prove useful when the moment arises. Thanks for tuning in to this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated on our latest uploads.